Alright, so I'll end up doing the UVs on this object. And to do that, I need to reduce it down to the lowest factor I can get. In other words, these edge loops are going to get in the way. As many as I can get out of here would be great. I'm just going to move this one down to make it a little bit more shapely. These are definitely unneeded. Control right click to edge loop delete. Get those out of there. These are unneeded. Just like that. And I kind of want to make this a little thinner of a wall, so I'm going to move this out like that. Widen it up. I have a lot of geometry here, and I'm almost questioning myself, why would you have so much geometry in this area? So I'm going to delete that. Delete it all the way. Hopefully there's a fill here that I can use. Say fill hole. Now, this is going to be a game model. Seriously, I can get along with triangulating this surface, and I don't say that lightly. Usually I don't like using triangles, but I'm not going to be using anything on here. And then I can use another cylinder for this shape. So all this is a chord that goes down. Certainly it doesn't even have to be this high a poly. I can go in here and reduce that down under inputs and take the subdivisions down to maybe 6. There we go. So I saved some polygons there, and now I have a parametric design because really I can state how long this is going to be and where it's going to go. How long is it going to be from the ceiling? To make it round, all you do is have to go normal, soften, edge. And now it's round. Okay, the inside of these were a separate material altogether, but I'll probably do that with the UVs. So create UVs. I'm just going to be doing a top down. It's called a planar. Create UVs, planar mapping. And then under UV texture editor, I have this big huge hot mess. I need to separate the inside from the outside. To do that, I just grab this edge right here and cut it. This will allow me to grab a UV, control right click to shell, and W on the keyboard and move it off to the side. So this inside area, this is all the inside of the light, and this is the outside of the light. Okay, by clicking on this button, I can see backwards faces. In this case, I have a flipped shell. I need to reflip that so it's blue. And this I need to unfold. You can see that by having the purple on there. So in this case, I'll grab the edges, control right click to edge loop, control right click to UV, and then I'll unfold this. Good. Now I can proceed to unfold the center part too. I'll grab it from the center and then unfold. Not much unfolding there, but still had to been done. Okay, now this light isn't really anything all that special as far as the texture is concerned. One's going to be white, one's going to be green. I want to save myself some time texturing it, so I'll put it in the exact center, and then anything past This is going to be white, and anything past this is going to be green. I'm also going to add the chord to the mix. This is a good automatic mapping. And I'm just going to stitch these back together, doing move and sew along the way. Whoops, not that one. There we go. These probably will not mount very easy, so I'm going to leave those off. But this is a longer design. That means I'm going to have to treat it a little bit different in the fact that these need to be grown up. Okay, there we go. I don't think there's ever going to be a texture here, but just in case, I'll usually just do one of these numbers and stick it off to the side. These end caps need to be about the same height of those. I check for overlapping UVs, none, and then I'll put one here and one here. They still need to be as small as the end cap. Alright, perfect. So in object mode I should have this. I'm just going to combine these and then relay out the UVs so they do not overlap. Put that one up here, put this one over here, and then also the light bulb would be nice. Again, for this design, I'm not really worried about UVs. This is going to be a material that glows. I'll automatic map it. I might find that it comes in a billion parts and very unusable. But I'd rather have an unwrapped model than a no-wrap model, especially when it comes to rendering. So in this case, I'm just going to shrink this down. There's going to be no texture here whatsoever. It's all going to be material based. And there we go. So that's the design. I already have a good laying down of the texture. I just need to be able to stipulate where this is at. And to do that, I'll just need a UV snapshot. This is something I usually try to avoid like the plague. I'll try to make the map so I know where they're at in the scene. So if I combine these, all the UVs are the same. And then I'm just going to go to Video Warehouse at the very bottom. Which is located somewhere. Ah, there it is. We'll call these lights, period, TGA. Okay, I need that to be a TGA. 2048 is fine, and hit OK. That'll give me a coloring book back in Photoshop that I can use. So File, Open, and that's going to be somewhere in here. Again, I can search by date, details, date and time. And let's make sure that everything went okay here. That's what I thought. Yep, I'll replace that, and then let's try that one more time. So there it is. There's my UVs. I'm just going to image adjustment, invert them so they're black and white, and then copy them and paste them. Alright, perfect. Now I have my ability to see what I'm doing, and I can switch these onto something else like multiply. And I know that in this area, I have to whiten this one up. Alright, it doesn't have to be anything neat. I can just take the lasso tool in this area and make a really bad beige. Because these lights were dirty on the inside. There we go. And I'll just fill that in. And really that should be a lot brighter. There we go. These are going to be black elements. So I'll go like this. And I don't want to go totally black, I'll go dark gray. Put some dark gray in there. Then I can shut these off, and this is what I have. You know, it's a good start. I would say underneath this it should all go. That way it's got the tones and tint. I don't like how not bright this is. I could take something like the dodge tool with midtones and a high exposure. Okay, is it the... Yes, it's that one. Alright, I'm going to go with this. Paint the rest of that. I like how the noise is going against it, but I don't think I have to worry about that too much. So I'll save this as lights. Lights color map. And re-import it over here in Maya. Okay, and then assign it to the mesh. Now this bulb, it has to be a different style altogether, and that's in the next video.